Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Lauren from the blog laurenicolejones.com, and today I'm going to be going over with you guys how to dehydrate your sourdough starter. For me, we're about to head out on a trip and I wanted to cook with my sourdough starter as we were going on our vacation, but I didn't want to carry around my big mother starter. As you can see, it is glass, it's heavy, and it's really susceptible to spilling and breaking everywhere. And for me, I was not okay taking that risk to take it on a trip. And now, of course, I could put it in a mason jar with a lid and secure it, but then it needs to be refrigerated if we're in the car for too long or if we don't have a place in our hotel room. There's a lot of reasons why I wouldn't want to bring a fully hydrated starter on my trip. So I figured I might as well dry it out and then I can revive it later. A few other scenarios to where you might want to dry out your sourdough starter is if you are about to have a baby or you have a medical condition that is kind of halting your baking right now, or if you are about to head out of town for any reason and know you're not going to be able to bake with it, or if you just want a break from maintaining your sourdough starter. All of those reasons are great. Another really good reason to dehydrate your sourdough starter is if you're moving. Some people are moving across the world, across the country, and it's really hard to keep that active sourdough starter really healthy and hydrated as you travel. What I'm going to be doing today is I am going to be doing 1 cup of dehydrated sourdough starter to save for our road trip, and all I'm going to bring is my dehydrated starter and my flour on the road trip, and I'm going to have a ready-to-go starter that way, and then I'm going to do another cup for my house just to have as an insurance policy in case my starter gets lost, gets broken. I have 3 little kids, things get pushed off the counter, I could just see something happening, so it's just for me a good insurance policy to have to revive my sourdough starter in case something happens to my big one. So all the tools you will need to get this process started are parchment paper is a really great thing to lay down on your baking sheet because the sourdough starter can easily be peeled up. So get yourself some parchment paper, and then get yourself a really large baking sheet, the largest you can find, spatula to smooth out that sourdough starter all over the baking sheet to form a really thin layer, and you'll need your sourdough starter, and that is really it. Okay, so that process was super easy, and I am ready to let it dry for about 48 hours. It's just a nice insurance policy to ensure that you always have that sourdough starter around when you need it, and you can travel with it or gift it to a friend. So I hope this video was helpful. I'll check back with you guys when I'm ready to peel back up that dried dehydrated sourdough starter. This is what my sourdough starter looks like 3 days later. You can tell it's really nice and crunchy and dry. It started lifting up. That's when I knew it was ready to go. There are absolutely no dry spots in this sourdough starter. So the key is to make sure it fully dries. And it took mine 3 days. That is the process of making dried sourdough starter and having an insurance policy for your sourdough starter if you're interested in doing that. I made 2 jars, one for travel and one for safekeeping. So this is kind of what I came out with after doing 2 cups of sourdough starter. As always, if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe while I release a new video every week on food from scratch, motherhood, and simple living. See you next time.